Hey there YouTube, this is Vargas XX78 with another collection pickup video. Um, just wanted to share my comic book haul from a couple of weeks ago. I said I actually already recorded this. It was already edited, but because of the computer problems, that video is a goner, so yeah, I had to redo this. But I just wanted to share the comic books that I picked up for this comic book haul. I really hope this is coming out okay. The last video I uploaded with the cell phone sounded kind of wonky, so I'm still trying out new things until I get that computer fixed or everything. But first off, we have Amazing Spider-Man issue 698. The cover shows that Doc Ock knows, says Peter Parker. And what happened here is that Dr. Octopus used an Octobot to switch bodies with Spider-Man. So Dr. Octopus is swinging around in Peter's body with all his memories and everything, and Spider-Man is stuck in Dr. Octopus's dying body. So that looks pretty grim for Peter. Story continues in 699. Peter Parker figures out what happened to him. He gets control of an Octobot to send out a message, to some fugitives, like Hydro Man and the Trapster, to bust him out of jail, and he has 700 minutes to live before his octopus body dies out. And this will lead to the big 700th issue, which will end Amazing Spider-Man and relaunch the title as Superior Spider-Man. But by the way things are working, they're kind of touting that Peter Parker will not be Spider-Man, so maybe Doc Ock will be Spider-Man for a while. I don't know. Picked up Venom Carnage Omega, concluding the whole visit to the Microverse, and the crossover between Venom and the Scarlet Spider. This was actually really good. By the end of the issue, the Scarlet Spider stabs Carnage in the head, basically lobotomizing him, but that just leaves the symbiote in control, which doesn't really make any sense because the symbiote was already in control. So I don't know how that's going to work out, but it was a good crossover. Then we have issue 2701, 27.1, sorry. In this one, it's revealed that the demon that possessed Venom a while back is it's kind of the same thing they did with Spider-Man when the Venom symbiote would, walk on its own and do its own thing at night. Same thing's happening here. The demon is torturing Flash's family and so on. So that's pretty messed up. So he decides that he's going to leave New York and go to Philadelphia. I just got a message on this thing. Picked up Astonishing X-Men issue 56, concluding the whole nano-worm thing, adventure in Matterport. Iceman comes back, helps out the X-Men. They stopped Karma's evil nanotech wielding sister. I don't like this storyline that much. Then I also picked up Astonishing X-Men Annual. It follows the husband of Northstar as he's dealing with all these superpowered people. And this was actually this was better. And I actually like the Annual a lot better. The next issue of Astonishing X-Men focuses on Warbird. It's this character over here. It's a Shi'ar warrior. So I was going to drop Astonishing X-Men, but I want to see what they do with this character. But if that sucks, I'm definitely dropping Astonishing X-Men because I'm not digging that. Picked up Uncanny Avengers issue 2. The Red Skull fused his brain with Professor Xavier, so all of a sudden he has telepathy, which doesn't make a lick of sense. He's taking control of the Scarlet Witch. He has Rogue captive, and his plan is to use the Scarlet Witch to do something to the mutants, which is kind of stupid because if he's able to recreate the No More Mutants thing, then his great psychic powers that are giving him even more power would be gone. So I think that's kind of stupid, but I'm still digging Uncanny Avengers. Also picked up Avengers issue 1. Picked this up because it's written by Jonathan Hickman. This starts off with Captain America, Hulk, the Iron Man, Thor, the Black Widow, and Hawkeye, I think, traveling to Mars, and they encounter this race of really powerful aliens, and they get their ass kicked. They get their asses kicked. They throw Captain America back, so he's desperate, and he forms a new team of Avengers. So yeah, this is interesting. I'm going to pick up the second issue. Another title I was really curious about is Thunderbolts. Picked up Thunderbolts #1. This Thunderbolt Ross, the Red Hulk, forms his own X-Force, consisting of Elektra, Venom, the Punisher, and Deadpool. That roster alone got me really curious about the book. This issue just focuses on the Red Hulk, getting the Punisher on his team. But I like the concept. Again, it's ripping off X-Force pretty bad, but I like the characters. I like Elektra. I like the Flash Thompson Venom. I like the Punisher. I like Deadpool. I don't know that much about Red Hulk, but the combination of characters is what's going to get me hooked on this book. I'm definitely going to pick up the rest of the series here. Picked up Batman issue 14, continuing the Death of the Family crossover. Batman and the Joker have a little talk. Loving this crossover. I'm going to pick up Batman and Robin. I might pick up Batgirl, but this crossover is really, really good. If you're not reading this, definitely pick it up, because, yeah, the Joker's back, and he is insane. Picked up Batman Incorporated issue 5, taking a look into the future, with Damian Wayne as Batman of the future. And there's this Joker virus that turns everyone into laughing zombies, and the last line of defense is Arkham. And that Thomas Wayne guy, he's not really Thomas Wayne, it's an ancient Wayne ancestor, is still alive. The guy was behind the Black Hand thing, and the Black Glove, I think, I don't remember. And he's telling the president to nuke Gotham, so he does, and it's a bleak future. This is what Batman saw when he was tossed in time, when he went to the future, and that's why he was working so hard to create Batman Incorporated and not let Damian become this cold hard version of Batman. It's a good read. This is the kind of book that I like from Grant Morrison, because he writes some really weird stuff sometimes. Picked up Green Lantern New Guardians issue 14. Kyle Rayner is trying to harness the power of the emotional spectrum, and he goes with Arkillo to harness the power of the Yellow Lanterns, and Arkillo joins the team. So, digging this, but it has nothing to do with the Rise of the Third Army. They don't even encounter one of the Third Army drones, so yeah, this book has nothing to do with that crossover. Picked up Justice League issue 14. Where Wonder Woman, who was trying to save her friend from the Cheetah Curse, figures out that her friend was just evil. That's why the Cheetah Curse made her even more evil. And it continues to back up the Captain Marvel thing. Next issue is going to have the Throne of Atlantis storyline, where Atlantis wages war against Earth, and the Justice League have to stop them. I'm digging Justice League. I'm digging the Shazam back up a lot more, actually. Picked up Simpsons Comics issue 196. I have not read this, but I love the cover. I should actually read that. Picked up another one of the Simpsons one-shots. Picked up Maggie. They're focusing on a lot of their characters, and this has a Sergio R. Jones cover. I can never pronounce his name right. But they did one for Ralph, they did one for Millhouse, they did one for Little Homer, and now it's Maggie's turn. And a lot of really cool short stories with Maggie. I really like this one a lot. The next one we're going to do is for Professor Frink, so I'm going to pick that one up too. Then we got Superman issue 14, starting out the Hell on Earth storyline. This has there's this Kryptonian that was working for Jor-El, kind of got stuck in another dimension, so that's why he was able to survive. But he has these really freaky powers, and he's more powerful than Superman, and he wants to turn Earth into the new Krypton. Interesting crossover. I want to see how they do that. But DC is falling into the same trap as Marvel, that they have these mini little events with their characters. For example, this is going to cross over with Superman, Supergirl, and Superboy. And then they have the Batman thing, and they have the Green Lantern thing, and they have the Justice League thing, and Wonder Woman's going to get a mini crossover. So they're falling into that little trap. But it's okay. This is also okay because they're kind of unifying their New 52 universe, so characters are actually interacting with each other. So it's a good and bad thing that they're doing, but picked up Smallville Season 11, Issue 8, concluding the introduction of Batman to the Smallville universe. They take down Mr. Freeze, and they take down the Prankster. But also, Lex Luthor figures out that since he has Tess in his head, he can have access to Tess's memories. So he can get back the memories that he lost and figure out the truth about Superman. So, yeah, I was thinking of dropping Smallville, but I'll pick up the next issue for sure. Picked up Swamp Thing issue 15, continuing the Rot World crossover with Animal Man. In this one, Swamp Thing travels to Gotham because, of course, Batman would have a backup plan to deal with the Rot. And he goes, he sees Batman, but in this little deformed thing. But it's revealed that it's actually Barbara Gordon. Barbara Gordon has been able to survive the Rot. And indeed, they do have a plan to stop it. So, digging Swamp Thing, really digging Swamp Thing. I'm liking this book a lot. Picked up Before Watchmen, Ozymandias, issue 4. Big thing about this issue is that this is when he decides that he's going to save the world. Meh. Picked up Watchmen, the Comedian, issue 4. Really cool cover, actually. And then this is still in Vietnam where the Comedian's doing his thing. Digging the Comedian. Picked up Before Watchmen, Minutemen, issue 5. Also digging this book, a really good book. Digging this a lot as well. The artwork is good. The story is good. All of the crossovers I've mentioned this. All of the Watchmen I've mentioned this before. Minutemen is the best one, followed by Night Owl. But Night Owl is going to conclude next week, so yeah. Picked up Wolverine issue 316, continuing that Sleeping Maiden storyline. This is not good. I'm not liking this, and yeah, it's going to end next issue. Picked up Wolverine and the X-Men, issue 21. The main X-Men teachers are brainwashed by Frankenstein and his monster circus. Basically what that happens is that the Frankenstein monster is still alive, and he uses the circus to steal the souls of people. To stay alive, and it turns out that it was mentioned a long time ago that one of the kids from the new Hellfire Club is a descendant of Frankenstein. So the Frankenstein creature is going to go after that kid, and the ex-kids in the school are going to try to save the teacher. So yeah, this is really weird, but it's a good series. I'm still going to keep that one. And I picked up Wonder Woman issue 14, which introduces the new gods. That's the thing that they're going to do. They're going to have this war between the old Greek gods and the new gods from the New Genesis. And in the next issue, it's going to have Orion fight Wonder Woman. So that's going to be the big thing next issue. So yeah, that was the comic book pickup for this video. Lots of really good reading. Again, I had to redo this because of the computer problems I've been having, and I hope this comes out okay. The last video I posted, like I said, I didn't like the last video. It had some weird audio problems, but I'm still working the kinks out of this, so hopefully this one will come out better. But like always, I like to make a recommendation, and my recommendation for this pickup video is going to be Swamp Thing issue 15. Definitely recommend the Rot World crossover. I want to get the Animal Man issues, but I'm going to wait to see if I can get them cheaper at a convention. And the other one I'm going to go for, if all of this doesn't fall down, I'm going to go with Thunderbolts. I really dig the concept. Again, it's ripping off X-Force, like really, really bad, but personally, I like these characters. I like Elektra. They don't use Elektra enough, which is supposed to be a good thing, because if they overuse her, the character would stink. But they have Venom, they have the Punisher, and they have Deadpool, plus, again, the Red Hulk. So, I really like this. I would like, if it were possible for them to put in a few more characters, maybe 2 more, leave the team with 2 more characters, and another female, because the only female is Elektra, and that's, yeah, it needs another female character, but that's just my opinion. But yeah, that was the Collection Picker video, comic book edition. Again, I hope this comes out okay, and I thank you all so much for watching. Please leave a comment, a suggestion, and until I see you all again, this is Vargas XX78, signing off.